What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So, if you're looking at this picture and you're like, Ego, who the fuck is that? That's the potential opponent they're looking at for Robert the Ghost Guerrero. And I'm from the Bay Area, Robert Guerrero also from the Bay, so I always try to give love and support local talent and people that have made it or are on their way to making it or trying to make it. I always have to embrace that. But there's also a part of me that has to fucking keep it real. And I keep it real with you guys on a daily. Some respect it, some don't. It don't matter to me. But I can't use favoritism or proximity to sway my opinion on what I feel. And Robert Guerrero ducked Keith Thurman. Let's just put it out there like that. And now he has this lawsuit potentially going on in the background with Golden Boy. But why the fuck are you talking about fighting Yoshihiro Kamiga or whatever the fuck his name is? I mean, it sounds cool. The name sounds cool. Sounds like a level boss on Street Fighter 2 Turbo or some shit. Yoshihiro Kamiga. But really, why are we potentially even watching this fight? Now, I'm on BoxRec looking at Yoshihiro's record. He has a high knockout percentage, 80%, almost 81%. He won 24 fights, lost one, and he drew in one fight. In his last three fights, he lost one of them. And his most recent two was a win by KO and TKO. And a little farther back, that's when he had the draw. And some of you guys get power happy. I don't give a fuck about that when the competition's not up to par. Now, if you're in the heavyweight division, like Mike Tyson, and he was just a young 19-year-old or whatever, and he's just knocking out grown men, okay, that's impressive. Because even if he's fighting cab drivers, he's still fighting guys much bigger than himself. And when you're fighting tomato cans, cab drivers, motherfuckers that work at Kmart, and I think Kmart went out of business, so that tells you what level of skill they have. It's not impressive at all. And I understand giving people a chance to get back, coming back from a loss, but the reason he lost is, I mean, he just didn't have the skills to beat Floyd Mayweather, and I think personally he should have got right back in there. I mean, I can't really speak on the lawsuit or whatever, but to go from the Floyd Mayweather fight, like, people get it twisted. Boxing is also a business, and I've said this time and time again. I don't see how you could go from a $1 million payday. I think he got like 2 million or something to fight Floyd Mayweather, something around there. I don't see how you can go from a fight of that magnitude and all the way back down the ladder to fight this Yoshihiro guy that really nobody knows. He's 31 years old and he's far from a household name. Like, honestly, a fight with, instead of Keith Thurman, since you didn't want to fight Keith Thurman, I mean, I would rather have seen Robert Guerrero fight Julio Diaz. And I'm not too high up on Julio Diaz in the higher weight classes. He's tough, he's a veteran. But to me, Golden Boy could have made that fight, and that would have made more sense. But to backtrack all the way down to this no name, that's just, I don't know, that's crazy. And to pass up on an opportunity for Keith Thurman, you got to look at this. Like, a lot of people hate Floyd Mayweather or certain fighters, like Bernard Hopkins, for instance. And you got to look at what these guys do. Bernard Hopkins is older than most of his competition at this point. Same thing with Mayweather. Most of the people he's fighting, like, name one person Mayweather's fought that's older than Mayweather in the last 15 years. I'll wait. And you got to respect what these guys are doing based on work ethic, veteran experience, skill. They are fighting younger competition with power, with this, with that. And some of those guys are even undefeated, like Mayweather beat an undefeated Canelo. He beat Diego Corrales back in the day, who was undefeated. Same thing with B-Hop. He beat Kelly Pavlik when he was undefeated. And Kelly Pavlik had good wins at that time. Jermaine Taylor or whoever else. And Bernard Hopkins took that from him. He took his O. He removed that. He put the blemish. So I don't understand why more guys like that don't get credit, yet there's other people that have opportunity. Robert Guerrero was offered the Keith Thurman fight. He had the opportunity, derail this man's plans. You have more experience at a pro level than Keith Thurman. So if you could beat him, go in there and fight him and derail him, and now that puts you back on the map because you took a guy who looks like he's growing fight by fight, who has this many. Well, you guys don't know what that means. That's a Bay Area slang, but he has this destructive power, and he's undefeated. You know what I mean? What better win? What better way to bounce back from the Mayweather loss than to fight a guy like that? Or if you're not gonna fight Keith Thurman for whatever reason, fight somebody else who's in the mix, who, you know what I mean, who's worth the damn, that people want to see you fight. That's how you stay relevant. You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think, if this fight is finalized and it just needs to be approved to my knowledge, and this is the fight that's going to be made. So you disappear for fucking a year. Actually, in May, I think it'll be a year. And then you come back and this is who you're fighting. Crazy. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, is Ego signing off.